We're ready?
Alright.
We're back. We're live. Welcome to the She Will podcast.
Welcome!
Welcome.
Hey, you.
Yes. Hope you've been enjoying all of the content thus far,
And that's a lot of content.
That's a lot of content for a couple of weeks, right?
A couple of weeks.
Got some movie reviews and some special editions and some shorts and all kinds of things. So thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing.
Yes.
And of course, we have to thank our sponsors, Montcalm Productions. And of course, LoneWolfBodywear.com.
Of course. Put it there.
I proudly wear every week. Also, you can find us on Twitter at SheilaBB.
At Monkey Fresh.
Yes, and we also have TikTok, Instagram pages at Sheila Will Podcast. Pardon me, at She Will Podcast.
So we also have the Instagram, the Twitter. We also have the Instagram, the TikTok, and the YouTube,
and the Twitter
at She Will Podcast. So follow that.
Yes.
Don't forget to give us some suggestions. We want to know what you want to hear about. It's not all about us.
No, we ain't.
It ain't all about us. We're not self-serving individuals.
No.
You know that by now. Come on. You know me.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're just here to give you a fresh take on all these.
Whatever it is.
Everything's going on in this world.
Everything.
So much is going on in this world, and I need to do a better job at staying informed.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Sometimes I'll tell you something, you be like, really? I'm like, Sheila, that's 2 weeks old.
Yeah, because I find myself in this bubble.
Bubble.
My little bubble.
It must be nice to be rich.
I'm not focused. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Which, that leads me to so many things we have to talk about.
So many. This has been
so many things that we have to talk about.
Heck of a week.
I haven't mentioned this to you at all because I was having a conversation the other day, and everybody, we're always teaching or talking about being humble. Right, and I think I'm humble. Would you agree? I mean, you can be honest. I think I'm a humble person.
Yeah, you're pretty humble. You practice humility.
Okay, so I was talking to someone and I was like, is humility, this is a question, is it for you or for others? I don't know. I mean, to me, it was a question. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
No, that's actually a good question.
Do you understand it?
I understand it.
Okay.
Who was that for? Humility, that's gotta be, because you think, who are you? That's gotta be for others.
You think it's for others?
It's gotta be, right?
Okay. I'm just curious because I like people who are humble, and I try and govern myself that way. And I'm sure sometimes you get a little big-headed. I mean, we all do. I'm sure. We get a little beside ourselves. But I was just curious. I mean, I had a conversation once with one of my neighbors, and we were talking about buying a house or whatever. And she was telling them that she told them, where she came from and how much her house. That she said sold pretty much like a $2 million house or something like that. And I was like, well, I don't want to tell anybody my credentials. Why are you smiling at me? I'm just saying, I don't want to tell anybody my credentials. Respect me based on me and how I'm dealing with you.
So is that humility?
What?
How you feel about that?
I feel like in a sense it's being humble. Like, I don't have to come in here and tell you, whatever I've achieved in my life or whatever I've amassed in my life. I think you should respect me if I don't have anything or if I have a lot.
I think that's because you have an identity of your own. A lot of people place their identity or their self-worth on the material things or what they accomplish rather than who they are. So you have faith in who you are.
Okay.
This is all you gonna like me on. This is my credentials. Just talk to me for a second.
Right.
You gonna respect me.
I would like to
think
so.
What I'm saying? So I don't think that's humility.
That's not humility?
I don't think that's humility. I think that's self-confidence.
Yeah.
And I think that's self-confidence. And I think that people that do that are mostly more insecure than you would think. So I think that you're a confident, secure person in yourself. Okay. Because you do have a lot of accomplishments and assets and things that you've accumulated over time, but you don't necessarily feel those even represent you as well as you
do. As I do.
Right.
Right. I feel like I represent myself
I don't
better.
feel like that's humility.
Oh.
I feel like that's self-confidence. And I feel like that's how it should be.
Okay. And you know something I think about, I remember when I was younger, and everything was probably like a clout chase, you know, when you're like a teenager.
Yeah.
And I was kind of proud because in our neighborhood we had this foul rapper that lived up the street from us, you know, and my son was in high school at the time. I'm like, it seemed like something you might mention to your friends, you know, homeboy lives up the street, right?
Blueface.
No. But anyway, it's a Blueface. Foul. Like I don't even want. But I'm just saying. And so
that's the homie from schoolyard.
So it was like, and I appreciate like my son. He never like used that like to the homies like homie. He didn't care because he is a clown. He is a clown. But at the same time, when I was in high school. Yeah, it was the world class wrecking crew. Right. Okay. It was like all those people.
I saw him.
Oh my God! It was these rappers that we met. They came to the school. Oh my gosh! I can't think of their name.
World class wrecking
Old
crew.
school.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Okay. Nobody. The researchers can't help me now.
So there's this group that came to your school. And,
yes, we're here. The Dream Team. The Dream Team
is here. Have no fear. We're here to get it popping on. Oh, they didn't say that.
Oh, yes. We're here. You're going to have to play that, love. The Dream Team is here. Well, I'm on your radio. Yeah. Rudy Party, I'm your best friend. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So it was like, okay, we met the Dream Team. Oh, my God. Right. Oh, I'm all about it.
Oh, no.
I'm telling it.
I would be the same. Like, but that's the thing. Kids nowadays don't care about that.
They don't care about that. Like, again. So I just felt kind of like he was humble.
And the fact everybody's famous online now. Like, everybody's famous in their own right with social media.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah. So, and it takes away from the celebrity. Because we didn't have no way to access celebrities or see them on a daily basis. Now it's diluted.
So back then we were more...
Right, because celebrities were like these mystic creatures that you didn't... I mean, now you can go online on your Instagram and see the celebrity whenever you want and know what they're up to. Yeah. And know that they're doing regular stuff like you. Back then, I couldn't picture Michael Jackson taking a boo-boo.
You have this obsession with bowel movements.
I do.
You really do. Like there's been
everybody has them. Everybody does it.
You have an obsession.
There's not like a good BM.
Okay, all right.
And I discovered when you get older, they're not as
frequent.
Not as frequent as it's something you take for granted. So I don't take it.
Enjoy it while you can. All right.
Thank you for that.
Oh God, I don't know where to go from. Okay, so there's been a lot of stuff happening. Okay, but I think what's the first thing we want to deal with? I wish a mother lover would.
I bet you won't. I bet he won't. You heard that job? I bet you won't. No, not you, Stephen. I ain't talking. I'm talking to Dylan Brooks.
That's a good. Thank you, Shannon. I wish. Look, it must be so nice to be that bad to know in your heart that they don't want it. He don't want it. He don't want it.
Damn, none of them.
He sure enough don't want it.
You can't whoop me.
Must be so nice.
Can't whoop me. Yeah, my grandma always said you can do it. You can talk, you can bark, you can yell, but you can't.
I know. I used to tell my son, you can say whatever you want until somebody can stop you. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they can't stop you, then that's bad teaching. Yeah, that's bad teaching, right?
It's confrontational teaching.
It's bully teaching. However. Anyway, back to Shannon.
Uncle Shannon had a altercation at the Lakers game with his boyfriend LeBron's playing. And you said something about, on our previous episode, you said something about John Morant's dad. Now he needs to sit down.
Sit down. I'm going to make there's going to be another segment of everybody who needs to sit down.
Sit down. You know.
So T. Morant, sit down.
Damn. So
mind your business.
And people are really not liking the Grizzlies.
Yeah, because they're a whole team of Luka Luka Doncic running around laughing and joking. You know what I'm saying? Like that bad attitude.
Yeah.
It's a whole team of it.
It's a whole team of it, huh? Yeah, so people are really, they're developing this type of role in the NBA of this cockiness, lewdness that people don't want to be around. So I guess it started, Shannon Sharpe said, he's too little to guard you, Bron, or something like that, and Dylan Brooks took exception to it. I was like an Air fan.
And you are.
Shut up or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And it escalated from there.
He telling me F you.
F you. No, F you.
I think he should just let it be.
Who?
Dylan, because he was giving LeBron a hard time. You know what I'm saying? LeBron didn't have a great scoring game.
Right.
So he said F you to LeBron, to Shannon. And Shannon was like, F you.
Now was Shannon on one? Was he off that?
Well, he apologized today, you see.
Was he
did
off
you
that
know he apologized?
No, I didn't watch Undisputed.
Oh, God. Well, he apologized, but was he on one? I think he was in his bully. He probably had a little drink.
Had a little drink?
You know, because ordinarily you're at the game, you're having a good time.
Yeah,
you're too little. And then he said F you, and you're laughing because you even got under his skin, right?
Right.
That he even acknowledged you. No big deal. But Shannon wanted to bulk up.
Yeah, and there was history between the Lakers and LeBron. I mean, the Grizzlies and LeBron.
What's the history?
Previously, LeBron had because LeBron rarely gets out of character. But LeBron was like, you talking mess. You take a couple shots, you talking mess. Nah, I think he was talking to short names, Desmond Bain. So LeBron was kind of.
He was telling Ja he's MF make a couple shots. That's the last time.
That's the last thing disrespect me, because don't forget I'm the king. Don't forget I'm the greatest player ever, possibly. Like, you should be. The fact that you're sharing a court with me, that's how I feel. The fact that you're sharing a court with me, so don't be, come on, guys. You went to my training camps. You wore my shoes. Relax. Don't do that.
Right.
Not here. Do that amongst yourselves. When you're playing the Hawks, the Hornets,
They're
amongst
always
yourselves.
Playing. It feels like the Hawks are
always. Don't do that with me, boy. Come on. So, yeah, I get it.
So you're riding with LeBron on this?
I'm riding with LeBron on this.
Okay, all right.
And I think that had a lot to do with how Uncle Shay reacted, too. And he was ready for the smoke with the Grizzlies already. Because they just, they're
young and
they got this little stigma behind them.
You think that's what the underlying thing was? He's like, they talk too much, but I'm here to shut them up.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, Steven Adams jumped in pretty fast. Steven Adams thinks he's so strong.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the strongest.
He's supposed to be the strongest in the league. It was like, okay, that's a bunch of skinny guys. But okay, whatever. So he kind of, and Uncle Shay don't necessarily really say anything to him. He's just,
he didn't say nothing about Steven Adams. Don't want that.
I don't know. That might be a fair fight. What do you think?
Because Steven Adams didn't seem like he was scared of him.
Right.
I mean, and Shay didn't mention Steven Adams, and he was the first one.
And then, and pointed right past him. No, you, bitch, you don't want.
He was telling other people, come over here and say
Come over here.
But Steven Adams came over there. He's the only one that came. He's the only one that came.
Right. So, but the bottom line is, in the NBA, what is the value of being considered the tough guy in the NBA? Nobody fights for real.
You can't fight.
You can't fight.
Who's the tough guy? Who is a tough guy?
Like the Morris twins.
They're kind of tough.
Think they're tough guys.
Yeah, they think they're from Philly.
God, you don't want it with me. They do MMA on the side.
Do they?
That was the story on one of them. Who else was? You had the Rasheed Wallaces, the Ben Wallaces, the Ron Artests. Now,
I don't even think the Morris brothers deserve to be in the conversation with the other guys. Those guys were serious.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, that was some serious smoke.
Yeah. Except when Ron Artest didn't want the smoke.
You don't think Ron Artest wanted it?
The Malice at the Palace.
You don't think he wanted it?
Oh, Ben Wallace wanted all of it. And Ron Artest, he skipped though. He went to the crowd.
That's a different perspective. But the crowd threw the drink on him.
Yeah, but Ben Wallace was doing like trying to do all this.
He was trying to chill. Like he knows he's crazy. He was trying to do his emotional support, lay there, and the next thing you know, somebody. That's the thing I don't like about fans. Just to digress. If those people had seen him on the street, they wouldn't throw nothing at him. They wouldn't say anything to him, just like they do Westbrook. If you saw them on the street, you wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't
so
say
don't
Westbrook.
do it. Don't do it at the game just because you bought those tickets and you know they're at work and they cannot give you what you asking for. Don't do it then.
Right.
I have a problem with that. Like y'all better like behave because if you get what you get, you get what you get. If that makes any sense, right?
So then that brings us to, is it Nelly?
Is it Nelly?
Is it Nelly?
All right, what's it? What's that?
What is it? Is it Nelly? Fans are, so now they're taking out fans for discrepancies in their attendance behavior. Okay. But they do not kick out Shannon Sharpe. Oh. Is it Nelly that they'll kick a regular old person when LeBron West said, hey, he said fuck you. He said fuck my mama. But Shannon Sharpe, I bet you won't. I bet you. Is it Nelly that there is preferential treatment in who they're, holding accountable?
Absolutely. It's absolutely Nelly. Oh my gosh. Because typically these things happen at for the visitors. Someone's messing with them, and I remember seeing what's his name, Draymond Green in Detroit. I believe it was Detroit. He went and pointed the person out, and they got him out.
No questions asked. It seemed like,
right?
Yeah.
So in this situation, it was very clear that he was having an exchange with several team members from Memphis, and that's disruptive to the game. And trust me, if you or me were sitting there and saying F you and calling everybody out and telling them to come right here and say it, we would no longer be enjoying our courtside seats.
Matter of fact, they'd be like, you're not welcome back here.
They put a picture of us and CryptoCom. And I can't afford to not spend the entire game.
Right.
If I spend that much money, I'm gonna be here. They're gonna have to carry me away. But is it Nelly? Absolutely, it's Nelly. Because if he were not Uncle Shay Shay, he would have his black butt outside. They should have removed him, or maybe he should have removed himself just to show it wasn't any preferential treatment. This just goes that they are respecters of person at these games. It matters who you are. Floyd Mayweather, Shay Shay, Kevin Hart, whomever, not that they behave this way, they can get away with stuff that you and I couldn't. So it's Nelly that our money is just as green, you know what I'm saying? We work just as hard for our money to sit at those seats. But if we have any altercation with the player, we're out. Yeah. So that's Nelly. Y'all need to correct that.
There you go. It's Nelly. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yes. Okay, we had some hot news. Remember how hot is it about Travis and Kylie? Okay. And so now that I guess they're fizzling out, they got some new news. They have released their baby's picture. They have a picture of their son, and they actually told us what his real new name is. And I just want to say,
there was they changed the name?
Well, yeah, they named him, and then I guess they named him Wolf. And then I guess they
determined... He didn't seem like a wolf.
He didn't seem like a wolf.
He ain't a wolf.
Who really seems like a wolf?
Why would you want your kid to seem like a wolf?
I mean, like...
What happened to Chris?
Yeah. So,
Chad, Michael.
I mean, good black people name their kids Wolf. Can you imagine if my son was Wolf? I'm just saying. I know. So anyway, he didn't seem like a wolf. He didn't seem like a wolf, and so they changed his name, but they didn't tell us what his name was. And so here we are, probably 6 months later. Now they've broken up. They're not hot, and they've released his name.
What's the new name?
Ari, something like that. I don't know. I just read
Ari?
it. Yeah, maybe it's Ari.
That's more normal than.
It's more normal, but my point is this: who cares?
I know.
I mean, it's a name. It's your baby. I'm just saying, who cares?
Right. I mean, it's making news that they changed the name. And
it's thirsty. I guess the reason I bring it up is just thirsty. Like, you're not that relevant right now, so here's a little something for you.
Oh, yeah. And it's something to take away from whatever, or break up or whatever they're going through. People dying at their concerts.
That's not funny, but yeah, it's a shame. Like, we'll put this out there.
Yeah.
Think about this instead of.
That's right. All right, so I always tell you, hang in there long enough. Just hang in there. I talk about men and women. You know how I feel about men and women friends. Sure, you can be friends, but that just men and women can be friends. But in heterosexuality, there's an attraction. So, and it's not always, people limit it to physical. The first thing a woman will say is, "Ugh, he's not my type." But attraction runs way deeper than physical. If I like hanging around you, if I like hearing your jokes, if I just like your presence, I'm attracted to you. And if I'm heterosexual, that's a form of attraction. I don't think there's any way to get around it. Yo, Gotti!
I don't even know.
Wait, what did he say? Damn, I want to DM Angela.
He wrote
I
a
got
song?
a crush on Angela. Yeah. 7 years ago or 6 years ago or something. Said that about Angela in a song. And he's so ugly, right? The first thing, like, he's so ugly. It's just, it's just, oh, look at that gremlin. See, that's cute. Talking about Angela. But if you hang in there, right? Because heterosexuality runs so much deeper than physical. Obviously, Yo Gotti didn't stand a chance when he said that in the record. But he hung in there long enough, and just like any other guy friend, he'll get there. And now he's there. And a matter of fact, he's there so much, it looked like he's the one annoyed by Angela. The tables have turned.
Right.
You know?
In that picture.
In that picture, now it looked like there's just regular, because you know how a guy will court you and want you so bad, just to get you and then be like...
What's that?
Then just to get you to be like, man, move.
So they're a couple now. They're an item.
They're a couple now, and it looks pretty official. And it was so far-fetched 6 years ago, but what I try to tell people is women go through there's a sweater in your closet right now that you would not wear. But just like emotions change, like the weather, maybe 6 years from now, you've fashion trends have changed. What's hot has changed. You're single now. You've dated enough assholes. Now, guess what? This sweater is in season. This sweater don't look that bad. Let's try that sweater. Now it's your favorite sweater. Now the sweater's like, damn, give me some space. Shit. She all up on me.
So when did this happen? I mean, has this been going on?
Apparently this has happened over the last 6 months.
All right, I guess. But let me ask you this. Has Angela been kind of around now?
Damn, that's a good question because, she's a reverend's daughter. And she was always kind of like the one that in hip-hop culture, people, as far as looks-wise, latched on to her. Like, oh, she's attractive, And I think that from the rappers we've known her to have been with, now can we say she's been around? I mean, she's no Lori Harvey, but...
I just think that's tough on Run. I mean, Reverend Run, I like Run, and I just don't want his daughter to be ran through.
To have that stigma behind her. Yeah, I feel you.
I feel like Vanessa is actually more attractive than...
I think you're probably right.
But something about Angela.
Something about Angela, hip-hop culture has just latched onto.
Yeah.
She's been mentioned in songs. She's been sought after publicly. I mean, Bow
Wow, she dated Bow Wow, didn't she?
Yeah, Bow Wow, Romeo, apparently. Who's the other guy that died?
Yeah, was he a rapper?
He wasn't a rapper.
Okay. Got some.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, Angela, hey, she's a dater, and that's okay. But don't think, hey, that sweater in your closet, if it stays there long enough, it's gonna get worn. That's all I'm saying, guys.
Oh my God.
Congratulations to Yo Gotti. Every day, 6,000 guy friends graduate to boyfriend.
It's just another one of your theories that unfortunately someone has prophesied.
No.
Right? Another theory of yours. Okay. All
That's
right.
So,
it's
Yo Gotti!
I don't even know what he sings. Does he have any hot songs?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't really.
Secular, though. Secular. It's all secular.
If it's not like from the 90s or 2000s, I really don't listen to it.
Right. Master P, no Master P?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm. Nope.
TD Jakes?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so I was recently a victim of a violent crime.
Oh, I'm sorry, sis. Why you didn't call me?
It was nothing anyone could do. I mean, maybe it wasn't a violent crime. Someone stole my purse.
Oh.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of stuff in that purse.
From where? Your car?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they got me. But anyway, so I was a victim of a violent crime, and I've been trying to replenish, the things that they stole from me, right? Which is pretty much, my bag. And I was telling my son, I'm going shopping. I have to replenish in the balance of power. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's like, I had this many Louis Vuitton bags. I must retain this many Louis Vuitton bags. It's called the balance of power.
Right.
So I had to go shopping last week.
You had to replace that Louis Vuitton bag with another one.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Because what would have been disproportionate?
I don't know. The balance of power. The balance of how many LV bags versus YSL versus Gucci.
Oh.
I need to retain that level. And I thought about this. Coming from where I came from, we used to say, so-and-so came up. Mm-hmm. Right, so-and-so came up or whatever. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, this is something that I have, and I don't want to backtrack. I don't know if that's right or not.
Maybe you're afraid you might lose it all.
Mentally, I just had to replenish
You're
that.
afraid you might be back with the foil in your windows.
Maybe.
There's Imperial Quartz.
Yes, because it's not Imperial Gardens. We made a mistake.
Gardens.
It's quartz.
Because so many of them are gardens.
But I like to think of it affectionately as gardens because it sounds so much nicer.
Right.
Yeah.
Sound like there might be some amenities.
Yeah, the garden.
Yeah,
I'm sure we had a garden.
Yeah, you had a garden.
Yeah, so maybe I'm just trying not to go back to the garden. And
yeah, so the Louis has to match the wire stuff. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you couldn't just get
another bag. I couldn't just get some other bag I needed to. Right?
This isn't Louis Vuitton, by the way.
I thought it was.
This says LA. And when I ordered this, I didn't think anything about LV. I was just like, upside down LA, that's freaking cool. And then now it just looks like knockoff Louis.
Is it upside down LA? Isn't just the
LA.
A upside down?
The A is upside down.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool part. And it's the Laker, font. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But now it just looks like knockoff Louis Vuitton.
I totally thought you were wearing Louis Vuitton.
You thought our brother was rocking Louis, huh?
I did.
Hey, balance power. See, I got 2 Louis shirts.
You got
2 Gucci. 2 YSL, 2 Reebok. You got to match up. And my 2 Fila.
I know. Well, okay.
No, that's just LA.
Thank you for enlightening me because I did not know.
There, I was saying.
I did not know.
There you go.
So what else has been going on, brother?
Did you see Omarion and Nia Long on the red carpet?
Yeah.
What did you make of that?
You know what? I thought he was trying to not let her go, but I think other people were saying that she was pulling him along. Why is everybody saying that she? Because she said, and everybody's talking about it, she said she's single AF.
She came out the day after and hey, simmer down, I'm single. Which, I wouldn't think anything of that. That's just, but I think the person who is more thinking about that is Omarion. Because if there's anything I know from Omarion, hearing stories about him and the B2K stuff, is they have this need for vengeance and get back and pettiness. So, Tay Diggs is dating his baby mama.
Oh, is that his baby's mama? Oh my God, are you serious?
Right. Tay Diggs and Nia Long are forever linked. Friends, obviously, working together. So Omarion go on, basically, I feel like that somehow
I didn't know that was his baby
that was
mama.
thought of,
I think she lives out there by me.
I think she does too, because Joe said he saw her at the gym.
Yeah, I think she lives out there. I just don't put all these people together, but
Yeah.
I can't believe Tay is dating a black woman.
Finally, huh? Kinda. It's like, she's black. Is she mixed?
I think she looks like it.
She's mixed with Asian.
Yeah, that's what blows my
When
mind.
she opened her mouth, you go, oh, she black.
Oh, really? Wasn't she on a reality show?
Yeah, she was on Love and Hip Hop with Mario.
Oh, wow.
She was doing that. Yeah, Tay, he finally was black, man. That's fine. Tay Diggs and I, we're Eskimo brothers. We share. You know what that is?
Only because you told me.
That's, yeah. It's the same. We've shared the same
Must we all know that?
DNA. But yeah, Tay has came to the black side, half black side, whatever. Welcome back. But I do think that that whole Omarion Nia Long thing, I think that's a lot of, however that happened, I think that's a lot of Omarion being conscious of what's going on.
Yeah, it was corny. Like, why him?
Yeah.
I mean, and her, if I was her, that'd be the last. You better
Really?
He's
an attractive guy, Omarion?
Heck, he's like a kid.
Like a kid?
I would have to have a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's a boy, in my opinion.
Well, he's 38 years old.
He's 38?
Yeah.
Time flies. You still look like a boy. Take him, cut your hair. Look like a man. I'm sorry. Okay?
Well, he can't grow.
He can grow his hair. Cut your hair. Look like a 38-year-old man. And then come holler at me.
Woo!
Sorry.
Damn.
That's what she should tell him.
And I'm sure that's why I'm single as fuck. I mean, that's cool, guys, but come on.
Do you think she's going to try and do too much now that, she's been on blast with her man?
It's looking like it's leaning towards that, huh?
Yeah, I think that's coming because you see a lot more of her on social media and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's show and tell, we call it. We're going to show them that we're doing just fine.
Well, because if you don't do that, then everybody think you're at home licking your wounds.
And I guess that's when it pays to be humble because it's like at that point you don't care what they think.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Think what you want to think. I'm that dude.
And she could very well do that because she could be that girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to do that, girl. I think enough of you that you could sit there and do whatever you want to do and not put it out there for the world. And we still think that you're fly and you're, everything.
Right. You don't need Omarion sliding down the red carpet.
No, that does not bolster you in any way.
No.
Not at all.
So that's that. You see the style that I was telling you about with the clothes for men that's coming, which is
that it looks like he's.
You see the pin? I cannot. I'm a 34-year-old man.
What is this?
I cannot dress like that.
I saw him doing that Louis Vuitton. Okay, that's another. That leads me to a topic.
Jeans.
Let's talk about something.
What?
The emasculation, is that what you call it, of men. The feminization of men. The man rules, as some call it. Okay, do I need to elaborate? Mm-hmm. All right. So, I remember a couple years ago we saw LeBron going into the finals. Actually, he got the team those short sets. Remember those short sets that I went to Golden State? Remember that?
Yeah.
They had the little short sets, and then he had his little man purse.
Yeah.
So the man purse. Okay, I think they had pictures of Debo, Samuel, and LeBron at the man purse. The way we're dressing now, where it's more feminine.
Well, that's the thing. Stuff comes in. Well, maybe it's because I don't have to be in the limelight or anything, but there's this pressure for these people to, no matter what it looks like, you have to be in what's current or what's trending. And that shows your status to an extent. So therefore, these men become a victim to the times. They become a victim to whatever is going on. Because whether it's their stylists, friends, media, or just say, oh, I can't catch you in last season's style, right? Which is, man, I can't catch you. Me, I wear what I want, what I'm comfortable in. I don't think that these guys in the limelight, like LeBron, they have that luxury anymore. You're a slave to the times.
Well, there's got to be someone who is
Who's
maintaining. Like,
think
I don't
about
think
it. Even Usher, I thought you saw what Usher was just wearing. He's a slave to the times. Idris Elba,
he dresses like a man.
He might be.
He dresses like a man.
He might not be a slave, but then that just show you he's comfortable.
Yeah.
In his own skin, in himself.
And he's like,
I'm that dude. Hey, no matter, I don't have to wear what looks the status, what I'm supposed to be wearing. Whatever I'm wearing is what's hot.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm wearing is hot because I'm hot.
And
you know what I'm saying? Russell Westbrook goes like.
Oh, that's it. Like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. The skirts.
Yeah.
Okay, even Jordan Clarkson. Okay, the skirts.
The times.
The fingernail polish. The black nail polish.
Right, and that's the times, and that's fine. You're still a man. You can do that because it's hot. It's trendy. It's cool.
What's so cool?
It's sleek.
I'm trying to understand. That's feminine things like the nail polish.
Right.
The purse. I'll let you have the long hair. That's fine. I'm not going to trip too much of the long hair. So help me understand. Help me understand why. And then I was told by some of our producers, they were telling me that there are some man rules where men are not supposed to open car doors and things. Have you heard about this?
Why?
That's what I want to know. Like, I guess because we are so empowered now, I suppose.
Yeah, I've had women say, you don't think I'm capable enough of noticing that there's a puddle there?
Really?
Yeah. Like, watch yourself on the curb or like the step.
Mm-hmm.
So what? My little women feet can't handle. Like, I've had women tell me that before.
I mean, I think it's gentle. I don't mind being treated like a lady. It's gentleman-like. Yeah. But my point is that, like, these men are no longer behaving as men. I want to address that. They're not dressing like men.
Yeah.
They're not acting like men.
You see a couple go out to like a nice hot restaurant and the woman's all dressed up like a woman and the guy's like got braids and like fingernail polish and like jeans with rips in them and he's hot, he's stylish. So he look like a little boy or a little girl, I don't know. And the woman's got like a dress on. So I mean,
are women gonna start wearing like suits? Am I gonna start dressing like Ellen?
Yeah, because the style's telling you now, leave skinny jeans behind.
But men are dressing like women and taking on our style, so should we take on the men's style?
That's exactly what's happening now, Sheila. That's exactly how the pendulum has swung. If you notice, now we're, nail polish, the man purses and stuff, skirt, little thing here, there, long hair, braid, get our hair done, extensions. And now you guys, armpit hair, short hair, loose jeans. No, don't show none of your curves, right? Look at how it swung. But that's only because everybody's a slave to the times. And fashion, whether you want to believe it or not, runs the world. Whoever's at the top of fashion has a lot of influence. More influence than even politicians, I think. The Kardashians have much more influence than the McCains. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. So we follow, and then fashion trends you follow. That's why I'll never follow a fashion trend. Because it's just so insecure to me.
It doesn't have to go so... I mean, there are things that I'll purchase to stay on trend. Or, just to stay current.
Stay on, yeah.
Current, to stay current. Just, you don't want to look like you...
Stay in the somewhere in the
realm.
Vicinity.
Yeah. I don't want to wear 90s clothes. I love the 90s, but I don't want to...
But that's where it's going.
Yeah, well, it might get back to that because the jeans are starting to look like the ones I wore. But I'm just saying, like, I want to be somewhat current. Do I want to be a slave to fashion?
To wear something that I never thought I would wear.
No, I'm not gonna wear like my girlfriend.
She
calls
the
Yeezys slave clothes.
Damn,
like and it's true because they're like those capes and stuff, or whatever they are. I'm not gonna wear those.
And Kanye's influence is at the top of fact. He can convince you to wear those.
And he's wearing rain boots. I don't know, and people pay for what I think are Crocs. They're Yeezys,
Mm-hmm.
the shoes.
They're Crocs, right?
Like,
They're
to me-
glorified Crocs.
I told this boy, I was like, oh, you have Crocs, and he's like, those are Yeezys. I was like, oh,
Oh, damn.
well, you.
Big mistake.
I mean, like, why? They're plastic. They are
Right.
holes. So anyway, we're being slaves to fashion, and it's not even good fashion.
Right. But has fashion, whatever comes up new, has it ever been good? Has there ever been an era where it's like, ooh, because I remember even when skinny jeans from men came in,
You were
that
wearing
was
them.
not it. But you adjusted to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, then it's like, okay, this is kind of cool. But you didn't like them at first, but you just had to wear them.
Yeah, because, yeah.
And that came in when I was in my early 20s, so it's like, of course, I feel like I got to get a part of it. And
you're the one told me, like, tight jeans or skinny jeans right now for women are, like, old. Remember you
They're
told me,
so
like,
old.
this, like...
Look, ask one of these girls, ask a 20-some-year-old girl or a teenage girl, they'll be like, those are for moms and grandmas. But then you ask a man, they'd be like, I want to see your form.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, them jeans look like they painted on, but now that's ugly.
Okay, so that really, to be honest, in a sense, women don't dress for men.
Never have, huh?
Yeah. I don't think we really
Even the
dress
makeup
for
thing, men are like, what's that clown shit on your face?
Yeah.
And we're like, I look beautiful with it. I look terrible without it. And men are just like, we want to see, like, we like to kiss. I can't kiss you with all that shit on your face.
And not have your makeup fall off on them.
When I kiss you in the red shit, it's like, that ain't for us. That ain't for me. Man, get over yourselves. It ain't, they ain't never gonna do this shit for us.
No.
So, just get in where you fit in.
You want to look good, but, I think when you're around the girls, unfortunately, you feel somewhat pressure to, like, serve, to look a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
to be on trend. I hate to say it, whereas
For the girls,
at the house, I mean, you can count on me in some sweats and, basically some hand-me-downs, looking pretty awful.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm going to go out,
Right.
then I'm going to put it all together.
Right. So, and you want to look like you didn't just, like, kind of what's going on in
That's
the
what
world.
it is.
So, yeah.
You want to look like you know what's going on.
Right.
It's sad. We become slaves. So that's why I say slaves to fashion, right?
Me, see, if I was like that, I would have never bought this Los Angeles Vuitton shirt. Because I would have known that, hey, Will, that looks like knockoff Louis Vuitton. It's not upside down LA. But I don't give a fuck.
Is this
obviously.
new era?
This is new era.
Okay,
It's a sporty thing. I'm a sports fan.
They knew what
I
they
like
were doing.
sports.
They knew what they
How
were
am I
doing.
supposed to know LV?
I thought it was some kind of, how they do those merger like
yeah.
Supreme and Louis Vuitton or whatever.
Collaboration.
Collaboration. I thought
No,
it
this
was
ain't a collaboration. This is hateration in this dancery.
Oh goodness. Speaking of Mary J, are you a fan?
I'm a fan of what's the 411 stuff like. I'm a fan of she has. I don't even know if she has her natural body anymore.
I don't think it's all natural.
I don't think it's all natural.
But she's loving it. I mean, that's good. Good for her. She's loving
I
her
saw
body.
a picture, and it was like cottage cheese and stuff. Like I like that.
Natural.
I like that.
That's
but
what,
I think her BBL was like expired. Like, it was in there.
It's because you got to get them replaced. Like
You
think
gotta
she got a
renew
BBL. It's just like
at
breasts.
some
You
point.
have to redo them. You know that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute.
There was something in there. She just hasn't renovated.
So Mary needs to renovate.
No, keep it as it is now.
Okay.
Because if the BBL will run out and start to look more natural, that's fine. I mean, it still look like something.
Didn't Kendrick say that? Show me some booty
something
with
natural, like apple. What did you say?
Yeah, and then he wants to
cheese.
see some stretch marks.
Stretch marks. Yeah,
Mhm,
man.
yeah.
Shoot.
Is that attractive?
That's attractive.
Really?
You know who it's not attractive to?
Who?
The guys that wear the nail polish. Just skirts.
Okay, so the stretch marks. I thought.
Why would it be attractive to a guy wearing a freaking
skirt. Because they're vain.
Yeezy skirt.
They're vain.
They're vague and vain, and they're not. They don't even like women like that. They want to see that plastic shit or that vain shit. Oh, it looks like you're in trend. You're hot because you got your body done. Yeah. They don't like women like that.
Okay. All right. So we like Mary J's natural, or her fallen.
We like her. She didn't. BBL. Yeah, right. She didn't get the renewal. You know how you get the option to renew your stuff, and you just be like, no, I'm good. And they be really trying to say, no, I think you really should.
Then they decrease the price.
Right. Then they try to get you. Well, how about we cut that down to $2,500?
I know. Exactly.
And Mary just said, no.
No, I'm good. She's like, I like this.
Like that.
But sometimes, I don't know.
You see Michael Jordan, got him a big old handful of that ass.
I can't imagine Michael wants Mary.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's why I wasn't thinking he did it on purpose.
Right. You see Michael's women, like, I think he, like, more foreign, like.
Yeah, but I just like.
He ain't trying to go back to Juanita.
She was different, but yeah, I don't see Michael and Mary. No. Interesting that we would talk about her, and that's another thing. Power. I'm not a fan of her on that Power.
She can't act.
It's
Sorry,
just
that's
annoying.
negative. I know that's negative.
But
come on, some things are the truth.
I mean, I don't know. She may be able to act, but it's just the
You
whole.
think she can act?
I don't think she's a terrible actress.
I think she's terrible.
It must be hard because I've tried acting here and there, and
What did you try to act?
Well, just stupid stuff, and maybe I didn't do so good. It's hard not to overact.
It is hard. Trust me. I'm Mr. Audition, no callback.
You never got a callback? You got callbacks.
I've got compared to the amount of auditions. No, I'm Mr. Audition for practice. Like, the audition is the job for me. Like, I was able to get this audition because it's not going further than this. But the fact that I'm getting my runs in the audition, that's where I find solace.
Getting called in.
Just getting called into audition is the job, and so for me, because if I try to put in the amount of callbacks that I've gotten, I'd be suicidal.
You gotta have thick skin for that industry.
You sure do.
So Mary did it. She broke through. Yeah. So more power to her. I mean, I don't want us to be a series where we just break down the black woman. We have to encourage and uplift.
Right.
So we can have more Cheryl Lee Ralphs and. She gave another speech at the Critics' Choice.
The Critics' Choice? Ain't that where they slime people? No.
That's the kids.
You serious at the Critics' Choice? And
to all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. You better love what you see. Thank you to the critics. Thank you. Thank you.
So she gave another empowering speech.
Thank you, Cheryl. I'm exhausted, though. Okay? You're tiring us out.
You tired of
I feel like when you come on the TV, we gotta sit up. Put our hands together like this. Take notes and shit.
You don't want to be empowered? You don't want to feel
I don't want to be lectured. Okay, every time we on the screen.
All our
childhood being lectured by a black auntie or mom or dad.
Oh, man.
Hey, relax.
Yeah, I guess, man, I must be honored because every time somebody tries to give me that, I shut down.
You shut down, and that's like a trauma reaction.
Oh, is that
that's like PTSD. To it's like if I hear a black male voice, I'm like, I'm going the other way. Let me say, ain't gonna get.
I remember Dad said something to me years and years ago, or I don't know if it's to me. He's like, if I didn't get a nose job, nobody needs a nose job. Right? He said that.
So Dad had insecurity about his nose?
I guess he had awareness. He was self-aware.
Yeah.
And he said that.
That month.
Because I think I wanted a nose. when I was younger, growing up, I think I wanted a nose job.
You made the mistake of mentioning it to Willie
I
Monk.
don't know how he came up, but he was talking about it. But yeah.
Don't do that.
So it's nice to know that, our parents can be self-aware. But it's stuff we don't care about.
I don't even know.
Right.
Oh, maybe y'all talking about Michael Jackson. Maybe y'all were talking about Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about the Jacksons. That's how it was. It wasn't me. Yeah, it was just like, okay. But you know, the entire Jackson family, for the most part, with the exception of Marlon and Jackie, and maybe Tito, have nose jobs.
So you don't have a nose job?
I don't think so, but most of them, like the entire family, has a nose job.
Yeah, y'all hate that enough. Well, let's Beyonce say, I like my Negro nose.
She said that?
Yeah, like.
Okay.
She said and she's about that. She's walking it. She's not doing a Shirley Ralph preaching to y'all every time she's on camera, but she's walking it. Look at her. She got a Negro nose, like Jay-Z. She's walking it.
And that's what, I guess that's my point. I prefer people to just, remember we talked about this in the earlier episodes, that's your ministry? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to tell you everything. Love yourself, girl. You don't need no nose job. This is my voice. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it gets deeper.
Love yourself, girl. You don't need a nose
Martin
job.
Luther
And I'm trying to be vulnerable when I was telling you about the nose. I wanted a nose job. I didn't get a nose job. But, I don't need anybody lecturing me and preaching to me like that. It's annoying.
For real.
Just do you. We see you, Beyonce. We hear what you're singing about. We hear what you're talking about. We hear how you're putting your shows together. We see it, and that's good enough. That's the message.
Good enough. That's the message.
That's the message.
And then when we see kind of what your life looks like.
Yeah.
Right? Because your kids.
You got black children, black husband.
Well, okay. That's the message.
You do love that. Seems like you love your family. Your extended
Meanwhile,
family.
you got these Shirley Rouse and Serena Williams talking about black women power. They see you in the streets and they like, nigga, watch it.
Why are you talking to me? That's the message I got.
Shit.
Why are you talking to me? Okay.
Ain't no camera on.
Yeah, I gotta love black mothers and women over 40 because there's no platform right here.
You stink.
You stupid. So, I'm a fan of all those people who don't take themselves too seriously, who kind of just go with the flow, and they got a position, but it's not like they're constantly trying to force it down your throat. You kind of see where they're coming from.
There you go.
It's evident.
There you have it.
Yeah, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for
another one.
Your support.
And another one.
And another one. We did it.
Number 6.
Is that 6?
Yeah, that's 6.
Wow, we're just pushing out this content. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and
comment.
We need those comments. We want to know what you want to hear about. Thank you.
Thanks again, guys.
She Will Podcast.
She Will Podcast. Peace.